So there is a post that someone put on the internet. It was like a public post. It says, I'm a teen in a full-time RV living, vlogging family. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate being homeschooled. I hate not being able to maintain a social life. I only have online friends, but it's not exchangeable for a true social life. I hate having so little privacy. I hate having to pretend to be happy with this. I hate living in a sanctuary, not a home. It's hard to enjoy anything with a camera over your shoulder at all times. 90% of our time is spent in the actual RV. It's a fake, by the way. So my first question is, do you think it's possible that a teen actually wrote that?
Miley, well, I don't actually know from Miley's perspective, but Miley's been saying that she loves it and everything, and I like it. I get that, like, it's kind of annoying to have, like, a camera pointed at you or on a TikTok every 5 seconds, but...
What do you think, Miley?
I feel like at that age, you'd probably just, because, like, I feel like at that age, you probably just
need more privacy and stuff.
Like, so I think sometimes when we say that for sure wasn't a kid saying it, it's just a way to dismiss it. Like, oh, we don't have to worry about our kids feeling that way. No one actually feels that way. That's not possible.
Not focused at the entire thing.
Have you guys ever felt that way? Be honest.
Never. I've only felt like I want to be at actual school because there's like more kids my age. Well, there is more kids my age at school.
This is my friends from back home. Literally the only thing I have against full-time living is because, like, I make a lot of friends. Yeah, I have no problem with not making friends on the road. But the hard thing for me about full-time living is I have to leave those friends.
Say goodbye over and over and over again.
Yeah,
like,
really
and that hurts.
The hardest thing in my life to say bye to Sally.
Yeah. Like, saying goodbye to your best friends was the hardest thing, but it's like now you do it all the time over and over.
And kids in there are like more strict, I feel like. So
Some are,
a lot of them don't have phones, especially kids my age for some reason. Not for some reason, but like some kids my age too. And it's like, do you have a phone? They're like, no. I'm like, do you have like any way you can text or something? They're like, no. I'm like,
so you think the disconnection of because of like rules or guidelines of their family makes it harder?
Yeah, so it's not like, yeah, or like even like if you did like talk to them, a lot of the time they like you lose connection.
Right.
Right there. I think I have like 4 friends out on the road that we like, 5 that I talk to like on a daily basis.
If you had to guess what the actual problem, like, is it the social media piece? Is it that they don't want to be RVing? Is it they feel like things are like fake? Like what do you think is the actual problem? Or is it just a mixture?
Fake, and
it's probably a mixture. I'm assuming it's like where it started like something little and it just got like kind of like, I don't like this.
Okay, sorry, we lost our video here. Okay, so you think that it's probably a mixture of the problems. Do you think that do you think this person was super brave for saying the things that they said?
Yeah, because there's a chance that their parents can find out who it is. Like, I feel like if their parents were like, what'd you do? Like, I feel like
we're
based
making
off
us
how
look
they're
bad.
saying that their parents like.
Well, they did it anonymously, so it wasn't really disrespectful. It wasn't defaming, but obviously they don't feel like they have a voice otherwise. So they needed a place to vent, but that takes a lot of guts.
Yeah.
Well, and is RV life fun every single day?
No.
Do sometimes we spend a lot more time in the RV than what we'd like to?
Way too much.
Yeah. And I do think sometimes, and I think that this is true, that sometimes people who have channels or whatever, they make RV life look like it's fun 24/7 and it's easy and it's wonderful and it's beautiful, and that's not true.
I think they think that if they make it look perfect, the more people will like it because they're like, wait, how were they a perfect family?
Right, and then it's like the jealousy comes in, right? Of like, they have a beautiful family. That's part of the reason that when we post videos, I try to put music behind because it looks beautiful and fun. And then in the comment, I'm usually like, if only you could hear us all yelling at each other in the background or whatever. Or like sometimes I'll post without the audio because it's like, it's not perfect all the time.
Yeah.
So here's the thing though, like they said, you know, I'm getting drug all over the country. Like there is a piece of like, Brady, there have been times where you're like, I don't want to do this, but it's like, but we're a family of 5 and we've decided to do this. So like, I do understand that sometimes it might be a kid saying, I don't want to do this anymore, but the family has decided to do it. Or some people are in this like for a financial decision, this is the best option for them or whatever the case may be. So like that part makes me sad for them. But I also understand as parents that sometimes it's a commitment or it's a choice for the family. I understand that.
Yeah, like I don't think they'll like them if they don't RV because like that's the only interesting thing about them.
Like,
So like we can't stop or else we go downhill.
Well, and I think that's part of the like vlogging. At that point, it becomes your full-time income. You can't stop.
Like at first,
But then we need to do a better job too of explaining, right? Like this was a huge financial decision. It was a lot of work. Like we committed to this for a year, and then we went back to Iowa. It was like, okay, are we going out west? Are we going to keep going? You know what I mean?
And we got back to Iowa and said, you know what? Iowa sucks. Why don't
Except for the people. We love our people.
except yes.
Yeah. So recapping, right? Just bring them with us. We just need a couple more RVs. So recapping, do we think it's possible? No, actually, let me ask it this way. Is it fair that some people are dismissing that this is even a possibility that it's a real teen who lives in an RV?
Yeah, because imagine being that actual teen, like making up all that courage to actually post on people like, oh, it's fake.
Disbelieve you.
And like
Not believing victims is a huge issue.
Yeah.
Period.
Like
All across the board. Can you sort of understand some of their feelings? Like in certain ways, you're like, yeah, I'm an RV kid and all of that is true at times. Like there's none of that that's a lie.
Yeah.
Like can you agree? Can you understand? Can you see where they're coming from with all the individual things that they said? Like I could easily see how someone could feel that way.
Yeah, kind of. But also like at the beginning you were kind of like, but if you guys don't want to be in the camera, that's fine. We're like every video, you are like, do you want to be in the video or something? So it's not that much of like, we're forced to do it. So.
But you could understand that if you didn't have the choice.
Yeah.
Anything else to add?
Also, when it's a full-time income, kind of like takes over everyone in the RV's life.
Think about how when TikTok was really blowing up for us,
Yeah.
I was like on it 24/7 trying to manage it.
Yeah.
You're like I can't. I can't.
like,
and I'm typing the comments. Now I'm like every single comment. No, and I didn't even make it. Everyone be quiet. Nope. No.
I can't make breakfast.
The algorithm
today.
will.
It's a lot. It's
I
a
only
lot
had
of work.
almost
People have no
2,000
idea.
and-
And it makes you like obsessive. But if that's your income, that's your job.
Yeah.
I mean, I get to the point and you helped me with this sort of, and I had to help you with this. Like I have to take breaks. So, okay. Well, do you think that our accounts are currently showing an accurate portrayal of what RV life is like?
I don't really
Don't
watch
say that.
Oh, you don't watch them? Okay.
I want
Fair
to
enough.
make them, but
I can't watch the videos.
I watch
Do you
them.
think that we're faking it? You can be honest.
No.
Be honest.
well,
A tiny bit, but
like,
not like
two of the videos we have.
We don't
maybe.
like clean the RV.
That's just one like per video.
I feel like the only part we're faking is like probably like the RV parks, like being like, this was a great RV park, but then we have the RV parks like Florida, and we're like, yeah, that RV park sucked. Online, we're gonna be like, this was amazing, 10 out of 10, we loved it. And we're like,
Okay, the RV.
So you
park
saying we
was a-
don't share the ones that are yucky?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's for
Because
people.
those videos don't sell, right?
That's
Yeah.
for people. That's for people that like. We also want to be kind to those people.
We want to be kind.
That's for
and we don't want to
too.
spread negativity. So like it's hard, but you're right. You're right. We try to share the breakdowns. We try to share the expenses.
Yeah. Other
we try
than
to
that,
share,
I feel like
we try to share that anxiety and depression doesn't just go away because you're on the road. Yeah, it's awful. Okay, thank you for sharing. Let's be friends. Click that follow button.